There is a specific ChatGPT side hustle that complete beginners are using to pull in $200 a day. And the strangest part is that almost none of them can write, code, or design. They are not selling a course. They are not building an audience. They are quietly doing boring work that businesses hate doing themselves, and ChatGPT does 90% of it for them. By the end of this video, you will know the exact 7 ways people are running this, which one prints the most money for a total beginner, and the one mistake that kills this before it starts. Stick with me, because number 5 is the one people are scaling into full-time income right now. Let me start with the foundation, because this whole thing rests on one idea. $200 a day sounds like a lot until you break it down. It is 1 client at 200, or 2 clients at 100, or 4 small jobs at 50. That is it. You are not trying to build a company. You are trying to complete a handful of small tasks that a business will happily pay for because it saves them time they do not have. ChatGPT is the leverage that lets one person do the work of 3. Now here is the first method. The first one is local business content writing. Every restaurant, dentist, plumber, and gym has a website and social media accounts that nobody is feeding. They know they need blog posts, email newsletters, and social captions, but the owner is busy running the business and does not want to write. You reach out, offer to handle their content, and use ChatGPT to draft everything. A single local business will pay between $300 and $800 a month for consistent content. Land 1 client, and you have already beaten $200 a day on the days you deliver. The reason this works is that local owners are not comparing you to a big agency. They are comparing you to nothing, because right now, they are doing nothing. The second method is resume and LinkedIn rewriting. There are millions of people applying for jobs who are getting ignored because their resume is weak. You take their old resume, feed it into ChatGPT with a strong prompt that rewrites it around results and keywords, and you charge between $50 and $150 per resume. The delivery takes you maybe 20 minutes once you have a system. 4 resumes in an afternoon is $200. People pay for this instantly because a better resume is directly tied to getting a job that pays them more, so the return on their $50 is obvious. But the third one reaches even more customers. The third method is product descriptions for online stores. Every Shopify, Etsy, and Amazon seller has dozens or hundreds of products that need descriptions written to actually sell, not just list features. Store owners are drowning in this. You offer to write batches of product descriptions, use ChatGPT to generate them in the store's voice, and charge per description or per batch. 100 descriptions at $2 each is $200 for an afternoon of work, and the seller gets copy that converts browsers into buyers. This one is beautiful because it is repeatable. One happy store owner comes back every time they add new products. The fourth method is email marketing for small businesses. This is where the money gets serious, because email is where businesses actually make sales. Most small businesses have an email list they never use. You offer to write and schedule their promotional emails, welcome sequences, and weekly newsletters. ChatGPT drafts the sequences, you refine and load them in. Businesses pay $300 to $1,000 a month for this, because every email you send can generate real revenue for them. You are no longer a writer at that point. You are attached to their sales, which is exactly the position you want to be in. But the fifth one is the method people are quietly scaling into full-time income. The fifth method is the AI-powered social media management package, and this is the one to pay attention to. Instead of selling one thing, you bundle it. You manage a local business's entire content operation, the blog posts, the captions, the emails, the product copy, all of it, powered by ChatGPT behind the scenes. You charge a single monthly retainer of $800 to $1,500 per client. 2 or 3 clients and you are well past $200 a day, every day, on recurring income that shows up whether you feel like working or not. This is the one people start with a single service and then expand, because once a client trusts you with one thing, selling them the full package is easy. The client does not know or care that ChatGPT is doing the heavy lifting. They care that their marketing is finally handled. Hold that thought, because the last method changes how you get all of these clients in the first place. The sixth method is customer service reply drafting. Businesses that sell online get flooded with the same questions over and over. You set up ChatGPT to draft responses to common customer inquiries, refund requests, and support tickets in the brand's tone. You charge a monthly fee to keep their inbox from piling up. This is invisible, unglamorous work, and that is exactly why it pays. Nobody wants to do it, so nobody competes for it. And the business will keep paying you month after month, because the moment you stop, their inbox chaos comes back. Now here is the seventh method, the one that actually feeds all the others. It is cold outreach done with ChatGPT. The single biggest reason beginners fail at every hustle I just listed is not the work. It is that they never get the first client because they do not know how to reach out. So you use ChatGPT to write personalized outreach messages at scale. You find 50 local businesses, and instead of sending 50 generic messages, you have ChatGPT write 50 specific ones that mention the actual business, spot a real gap in their marketing, and offer to fix it. Personalized outreach gets replies that copy-paste spam never will. Send 30 of those a day, and the client math takes care of itself. This is the engine. Everything else is the product, and this is how you sell it. So which one should a total beginner start with today? Start with the resume rewriting or the product descriptions, because those get you paid the fastest with zero commitment from the client. They are one-time jobs, low risk, and you can deliver same day, which builds your confidence and your first testimonials. Then, once you have a few happy customers, move up to the monthly retainer methods, the email marketing, and the full social media package, because that is where $200 a day stops being a grind and becomes recurring income that shows up on its own. Before you go, here is the one mistake that kills this whole thing, and I promised you I would tell you at the end. The mistake is treating ChatGPT's first draft as the final product. The people making $200 a day are not copying and pasting raw output and sending it. They read it. They fix the parts that sound like a robot. They add the specific detail about that business, and they make it sound human. That 5 minutes of editing is the entire difference between a client who pays you once and a client who pays you every month. The AI is your employee, not your replacement. You are the quality control, and that is the job that actually pays. So there it is. 7 real ways beginners are using ChatGPT to make $200 a day, the exact order to start them in, and the mistake that sinks everyone who skips the editing. None of this requires a following, a website, or a dime to start. It requires you to reach out to one business today.